Hello, storytellers. Ian Garlic here, and today we're going to talk about how to collect customer stories, aka video case stories, not testimonials, when your clients, your customers are far away or locked down like they are right now when I'm shooting this during the pandemic. These are your most important videos. So stay tuned, pay attention, because now is the best time ever to be getting these recorded. All right, so right now we're in the middle of lockdown. Customers are far away. We're not able to get a video camera in front of them. We're not able to send a videographer. They're not able to come into our office. But it's a great time to be collecting customer stories. And you should be in the habit of collecting customer stories, even if they're far away, even if they can't come to your office. For years, we've been doing what we call video case stories. And we call them never testimonials. I'm going to get into that in a second. But video case stories, your customer stories. And this came out of the fact that we did such good video case stories. I mean, people fly me all over the place to do the interviews because of the technique that we have developed over the years that we teach our Story Cruise partners that you can learn. But make sure, first of all, that you have your customer journey map, because that's something you're going to want to know before you collect these case stories. And if you go to storycruise.com, you can get that. We'll have a link down below. But one of the big things I tell people is you should always be a story collector. You should have an arsenal of stories. And right now, your clients, your customers, if we're watching this during the lockdown, their coronavirus, they are able to spend some time with you, right? A lot of people aren't doing much. And you can reach out and talk to them about their story. That's the first thing you gotta do, is make sure to ask them for their story, not their testimonial. If you ask them for a testimonial, they're gonna get all worried, they're gonna get flustered in their head, and they're gonna talk about you. And that's the absolute worst thing. You want them to talk about themselves. And right now, people want to talk about themselves. Everyone wants to talk about themselves. So you want to be doing this because case stories, you have an arsenal of them. It'll increase conversion, it'll increase traffic to your website, it'll improve your homepage, it'll improve your About Us page. You can use them in email marketing. You can use them in your office. You can have them at home. You can slice them, dice them, whatever you want to do with them. But they're like that Ginsu knife because they can be used every single place. I even use them internally to keep me motivated, to keep our team motivated, because at the end of the day, we always have bad days. So collecting your customer stories now, especially when times are tough on you, is a great thing because it'll get you re-energized and connect with the customers. Additionally, you can always do a better version later. If it's a really good story, you can, once everything opens up, you can send a videographer. If it's a really good story, even if everything's open up, you can spend the money on a videographer because it'll be worth it. You can go to Story Cruise and find an expert on shooting these videos, on editing them for you, so you can make a beautiful one later. But you want to check out the story first. So we're going to talk about a few ways to be doing that right now. The first way I like right now is the easiest, and everyone's used to it right now because of everything that's happened, is Zoom. Zoom, you can get a free account. You can do a video recording with them. You can ask the right questions. You can ask about their story. Make sure you understand the story arc. You can go to Story Cruise, or you can subscribe to the channel, this channel, and you're going to learn more about storytelling, how to collect those stories, how to ask those questions. But make sure that you are asking for their story. So the easiest one is Zoom, right? And simple things, make sure, the Zoom stuff, make sure they're not backlit. Make sure if they have that behind them, a window behind them, they have a light facing them, they have a microphone. If someone doesn't know how to use Zoom, if they don't have bandwidth, Zoom is a free app on their phone. Most people have it. The next thing you could do is go to FaceTime and record it. You can record a FaceTime call. And that's a simple way to do it. There's a few different ways to do it. I'm not going to get into it here, but if they have FaceTime, but most people aren't going to have FaceTime either. If they, the 50% chance, and then they might not know how to use it. And they might not feel comfortable. And it's like kind of shaking, but you want to get this done. So you could take the audio from the FaceTime call, or you just make a phone call. Another way to get high definition is to do a Skype call. A lot of people are used to like a Skype phone call. So you can do a Skype call, or you can do a Skype video call, either one. The good part about Skype is you can pay a little and call to them and then record it on Skype. You'll get an HD audio recording. With any of these, even if the video is bad, you can take that audio and make it into a video. If you look down below here, or you look up video dynamic case stories, if you Google that, you'll see examples that we did on Authentic Web of how you can take video and make it into text and images and B-roll with text over. I love these because 80 to 90% of Facebook videos are watched initially without sound. So it'll draw in people's attention. Now, it doesn't have the person's face. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. But you don't get that emotion, but you can get that story done, right? The point here is to collect as many stories as possible. And if you get the right questions, you ask them about a story, you might get a 20-minute, 30-minute interview. And you'll have all of this content to use all along their journey in different ways. So when you do your storyboard video blueprints, you'll be able to go, oh, I've got a story for this, and I've got a story for that, and I got a story for that scene, and different versions of it. That's why you need to be a story collector. So make sure to be taking this time and get a customer story. Even over the course of the next 4 weeks, if you get one a week, we've seen customer stories like this, these video case stories, take and convert campaigns into double, even 10x the results. So now is the best time to be doing this. Use one of those three methods. You can use Zoom, FaceTime, or Skype to be collecting your customer stories remotely and then do a bunch of things with them. And if you don't have the editing chops, if you want someone to help you edit it, you can go over to storycruise.com. You can find one of our certified partner editors that will understand how to dissect your story, to edit it, and to make it a highly converting story. So we've got you covered, but the big thing is collect those stories now. And if you want to get more awesome videos like this, you want to learn more about story collecting, storytelling, and becoming an authority, driving traffic using video, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Just click that subscribe button, and I will make sure to send you awesome content that will help your business now and for years in the future.